Come with me if you want to live. How's it going, everybody? This is Nate with Ohio Arsenal, and we have a fun one for you today. Mackman. Fitzgerald the third, not Macaroni, the Mac 1014. Mackman. Not the Mossberg 500 pump. Mackme. Not the double barrel Fitzgerald. Mackme. There we go. The Mac 1014 semi-auto gas operated shotgun. All right, guys, we're going to get right back into this because we had a quick camera malfunction and we are not playing around. So we're here for the goods, what you came for. So we're going to break this sucker down. This was a lot of fun to test out, and we're going to go through it. We got a lot to talk about. So this is the Mac 1014 semi-auto gas operated shotgun. You can get this in a couple different variants. This is the gas system. It's a dual short stroke piston. It is self-regulating, and it does require 100 rounds of 1,350 feet per second or greater for the break-in for the bolt. We did try to run a couple lighter loads through there, and we did have malfunctions in that time, which is not the gun's fault. That is, we're trying to cheat the break-in cycle, and don't do it. Just break it in. And it's been ran flawless since then. We've ran everything from Black Aces double op, Federal double op, slugs, 7.5 shot, 2 shot, a little bit of everything, rubber balls, and from the beginning of the video, I'm sure you could tell the Super Dragon's breath, and those are some bad mamma jammas, but they better be the $10 a shot. But we'll get into more of that later. This is a 6-round capacity, 2 3/4 inch shells. It's 5 in the tube, 1 in the chamber. You can ghost load that, which we'll get into a little bit later, so you can have 7 right off the rip. Honestly, that's probably one of the only things I would change about this immediately is go with the larger tube, the 7-round tube, 7+1. Then you can ghost load it and have 9. We're all about the capacity, so that is one thing I would change off the rip. It does have a pick rail. It's real tempting to throw a red dot on this immediately, but it does have adjustable ghost ring sights, 2 white dots on the rear, 1 on the front, and they are sweet. So we kind of just left it as is, and kind of just to test it out, how it comes out of the box, to give you guys a good opinion on it. From the factory, this is rated as a 9-pound trigger, 9 pound 10 ounces, I believe exactly. We'll do a trigger test here in a little bit, but ours has come up lighter, but it could have lightened up a little bit with use. But if we did get one lighter, we're okay with that. This has been reliable, and like I said, it's self-regulating. Do the break-in, and you won't have any issues. We end up going with this model with the synthetic stock with the pistol grip. It has integrated sling mounts. Like I said, the pick rail. This is the lower receiver here is anodized aluminum black, and it's the field stripping. We're not going to get all into those details just by unscrewing the magazine cap. This is a chrome line bolt, and it does lock open on empty. This is compatible with Benelli parts, the guard, I don't know all, but supposedly everything. And one thing we'll go, what this came with, the lock, you know how we feel about those. It did come with a nice faux carbon case, and it come with spare chokes, and it came with wrenches for the sights and the choke tubes to swap those out. That's a nice little case there. And the box, that quickly made its way to the trash. This is the booklet it came with, and page 1's actually page 3, but it does tell you right in there, it says, we'll do a little story time. It says,
Use only 2 3/4 and 3-inch shells, and the first 100 rounds must be 1,350 feet per second for the break-in period. Your shotgun will cycle lighter loads after completing the break-in period, which is true. We did have malfunctions when we tried to do that without doing the break-in. Ever since that, it has been flawless. So guys, we had another damn camera malfunction, and we're gonna get pretty ticked off here. So we're gonna run through the rest of the stuff that we feel like you need to know if you want to purchase this or not. I'm gonna go ahead and say do it, because this thing has been awesome. I don't regret it one bit. I can't remember where we left off, but you can also get this in wood furniture without the pistol grip, and it does have stippling on that as well. The one I had looked at first had the wood furniture, and I was really eyeing that up, man. I was getting a wood for the wood, if you know what I mean. But it was the inertia driven one, and I was dead set on the self-regulating gas operated system. And I had been waiting for a while to get a semi-auto shotgun. There's tons of clones out there, and they turn out to be, a lot of them turn out to be pretty junk. And I have seen people run these right off the rip, and they didn't do the break-in, and they have the malfunctions. They go, this thing sucks. And you know what? So does your car brand new if you don't put oil in it. You dummy. Don't do that. Do the break-in, and then you're good. Then after you break it in, you can run the cheapest Walmart game shots you can find, or you can run the Bad Mama Jammas. What I would not run is these little 1-inch guys, because you can't do it. Don't do that. I told you not. Don't do it. We're going to do a quick trigger test on this with our Wheeler gauge. And you know what? I'm not sponsored by Wheeler, but I am very happy with this gauge. You know, and I'm going to tell you why. You want to know why? I'm going to tell you anyways. It's because the calibration certificate, this thing is it's phenomenal, man. I got a good unit. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not mad about it one bit. I'll buy another one. I don't think it'll be as good as this one. This one's just great. So we're gonna do a little quick test of 3. Like I said, this is rated from 9 pounds from the factory. So we're gonna see what we get. We're zeroed out. We're gonna do a quick test. So we're gonna go hold, break. Okay, we're gonna enter that. We're gonna go ahead, get another in, get them in what we can. So there's 2, enter that. We'll do one more quick one for you, and we'll show you the results. And 3, okay. So enter, and we're gonna, so our average is 7 pounds, which isn't bad. Not bad. Rated from 9. We have ran about 500 rounds through this, and it could have lightened up, and if it didn't, and we just got a little bit lighter trigger from the factory, we're not complaining, you know. So I'm gonna put this guy back in there, because man, the calibration's so good. I don't want to mess that thing up. What else we got to get to? There's more. Oh, let's get into what this didn't come with. What this didn't come with is my raccoon hat. It did not come with that. And what it also did not come with is the K-Bar Spork. And you never know when you need a K-Bar Spork. All right, so other than that, overall, this thing has been awesome. We had a lot of fun with it, and shotguns, especially 12 gauge, are just so underrated for home defense. You know, no matter where you live, if you got bear in your backyard or alligator, or just some people that want stuff more than you do, apparently, this is a good all around for everything. You know, it's 18.5-inch barrel. The recoil is really not bad on it, especially compared to the inertia driven guns. After the break-in, like I said, this thing has been flawless, and we have beat it up. So we do know it's durable and reliable, and for 400 bucks, you know, a Benelli M4 costs $2 grand. So really no complaints. A couple other things. One thing I would change, like I said, is the tube capacity. The stock tube capacity 5, bump that up to 7. All right, so wrapping this up, I will do a quick ghost load. So I promised I would do that. So we're gonna have to stand up for that to make it easier, a little more visible, hopefully. So what you wanna do first is you wanna load your tube. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and do not hit this magic button here. That's the trick. So we are going to pull the bolt back, and we're gonna shove one down in, and then we're gonna put one directly in the chamber. So now we have 7, and we'll prove that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's your basic ghost load, or what they would call floating a shell. So that's one way to get one extra round. And as Wayne Gretzky says, you miss every shot you don't take. If you like the video, subscribe, and share it with a friend, and we'll see you next time. If there's anything you'd like to see reviewed, put it in the comments below. Have a good one. Peace.